What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a new season of Forza Horizon 4 in Series 38. So today, jumping into the winter season, so let's just go over that real quick. So I'll go ahead and give you a little heads up. It's a pretty disappointing season from what I've seen so far. You've got 50% and you get the Mini Countryman. For 80% you get the Land Rover Series 3 Forza Edition. Wheel spin, or photo challenge rather. You gotta take a picture of a Lamborghini at the lighthouse. The weekly Forzathon challenge, you have to do stuff in the 67 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray 427. The trial events, you get the Mini X-Raid. There is a showcase remix. Winter games, you get the 1970 Challenger, so that's, I guess, pretty cool. You've got your normal PR stunts. For the first seasonal championship, you get the Porsche 9146. For the Winter Wonders seasonal championship, you get the Mini JCW Buggy, which is, I guess, kind of cool. It's a hard to find car. And then for the Rally Rivals, you get the legendary emote Best Mates. So again, a pretty underwhelming season as far as these rewards go. I don't know if you complete all these. It looks like we might be able to get to 80% on the season, or on the actual series. I don't know that that's necessarily true, because in theory we shouldn't, because we're only 75% through the season. But I don't know how it accounts for having these monthly rivals completed. So we'll see how that goes towards the end of getting all these completed. I do want to mention the weekly Forzathon shop. You can see right there, that is the Lexus LFA for 599 Forzathon points. That's a heck of a deal. Definitely grab it if you don't have it. You've also got the 2018 McLaren 600 LT Coupe, which again is a really cool car. If you don't have it, I would just grab it. And that's exactly what I did for this McLaren 600 LT. So let's go ahead and jump into one of these seasonal events. I think we'll go ahead and knock out Winter Wonders, just because it's cross country. So I'll see you at the start line. All right, here we are at the entry to the championship. We'll go ahead and hit pause and show you the requirements or the restrictions. So it is A-Class 800, and it's a Winter Wonders car. So I don't know exactly what that entails. The easiest way to find cars that actually fit that is if you just go into the championship on the pause menu in the festival playlist. You can hit the start button and it'll like give you a list of cars that do fit that. But these are only cars that fit that because they're stock in that certain class. So all these are A-Class. There are cars outside of A-Class that will fit into this. But I don't know exactly what constitutes a Winter Wonder in this game. If you know, let me know down in the comments below, because I'm very curious to that. To me, it didn't look like there was any rhyme or reason, but nonetheless, we'll go ahead and jump right into it. So let's solo. Let's see what kind of races we've got.
I'm pretty sure you'll have a lot of fun with this.
So a circuit, a sprint, and a sprint race. Not too bad. Okay. So the cars that we set up for this are going to be the Land Rover Range Rover, the Penhall Cholla, and the Porsche 959. So let's see. I think we'll use the buggy for the circuit race. Let's go ahead and use the Range Rover for the first car. All right, so with all of these seasonal championships, you want to make sure you're racing against at least highly skilled drivatars so that you get that final reward at the end for coming in first. So let's jump right into it. All the cars I'm using will have tunes on them, and I will put those share codes at the beginning of the races. Just so you know you've got that reference, and obviously as we drive through or complete the championships, I will give you my recommendation on each of the tunes to see or to determine if you should use it and stuff like that. We definitely missed that checkpoint. Okay, I thought I would have clipped it, but there we go, got it that time. So Looks like we're racing some Imprezas. I know that that was one option. Another thing you can kind of do to see Winter Wonders is you can go set up a blueprint for a race, and they've actually got like the Winter Wonders like under the Horizon Specials or something. But I still couldn't determine any kind of thing that like made them look like they were Winter Wonders. I don't know if it was maybe all-wheel drive or what, but nonetheless, we've got the ones that we're using. Watch out, sheep. Kind of going back to, you know, using 3 vehicles. I just use 3 vehicles for the sense of giving you guys some extra content. So if you're doing these events, you only have to use 1. So I just use 3 so that you guys can see options that are out there. We barely got that checkpoint, but different options that can be used for the events. But you guys just have to use 1 car, and you can use that same car in all 3 of the races if you want. Or if you just want to have some fun, you can use 3 different cars like I do. But again, you just have to use 1 car. But you do have to complete all 3 events. So each of these seasonal championships does have 3 races assigned to it. And you saw the 3 that were, you know, as they popped onto the map when we started the challenge or the championship. So you've got to race all 3. You don't necessarily have to come in first in all 3. You just have to be in first place in points at the end of the championship. And I'll show you kind of what that looks like after we cross this finish line. But after we cross the finish line in the second race, it'll be a little bit more obvious on how that works, I guess. But here we go. So this is the leaderboard for this race. As you can see on the far right of the leaderboard, I got 20 points for coming in first. So first place, you get 20. I mean, you can see the way that those points work on right there. So that's how much points you get for each position. So 20 is first, 16 is second, and so on and so forth. So if I hit next, so this is the standing for the entire championship. So after the 3 races, this is where you need to be in first place at. So I need to be on top of all the other Drivatars in points here. So I could realistically come in last as long as, you know, or come in last in one of the races as long as, you know, the top Drivatars also don't finish well. So now that that's kind of explained, we'll go ahead and jump into the next race and into our next vehicle. All right, here we go into the Gardens cross-country circuit. And we're using the Penhall Cholla Buggy. So the share code for this tune will be up on the screen. We'll see how it does. Statistically, it's the slowest tune that we're using today, or slowest vehicle. That's kind of why I chose to use it on the circuit race, because you don't necessarily get up the top speed. Whoa, that was weird looking. It's like we're sliding and then just instantly caught grip or something there. But for circuit races, you don't necessarily get to top speed, so it might be good for this, but it might not be great for like the sprint races. And there's 2 sprint races in this event, or in this championship, so it might be fine if you've got it. You want to try it out, and if you do try it out, definitely let me know down below. It seems to be doing okay. I mean, we're pretty far ahead of the Drivatars, and it seems like we're just gaining. And this, I mean, again, this is statistically, so I don't know necessarily if that means that this thing just can't go as fast as some of the other cars, but like, I don't know if it takes into account like the weight that it is and all this other stuff, because obviously this is going to be a lot lighter than, you know, the Subarus that we're racing and stuff like that. So it's actually gapping the other cars really well. It's doing a lot better as far as getting out in front than the Land Rover was. Obviously the Land Rover is a very heavy vehicle. So just because its speed stat is jacked up, if it doesn't take account for, you know, weight, obviously that's just kind of, you know, negating it. So but this thing is like, I mean, we're almost, I would say close, but not really. We're like almost a half a lap in front of the Drivatars. So this might be worth giving a shot. Again, I haven't used it on the circuit race or the sprint race, so I don't know necessarily how it would do there. I was hesitant to use it there but seeing how it's performing here, I think it would actually do decently well. Just because it does seem fast. Especially coming out of the turns, it seems pretty quick, so. But we are about to cross the finish line. And there we go. Nice, okay, so. Definitely, I like that tune. I like that vehicle. That's actually the first time I've used that vehicle in this game, like at all, so. You can see here though, here's the standings for this race again. So if I click next, you'll see that I still have 20 points. Jake Ocon still finished in second. He got 16. So he'll be up to 32. I'm up to 40. So basically there's an 8-point gap there. And so in the last race, realistically, I could come in third and he could come in first and I still win, I think is what it would matter. I don't know if that math is correct, but I hope you get the point. You don't have to come in first on every single one of these races. But yeah, that one we did come in first, and we'll jump into our last race for this event. And here we go into the Mountain Foot Cross Country event. We're in the Porsche 959. I don't know if this is going to be set up very well for this, but we'll find out. The tune, or the share code for the tune, will be up on the screen if you want to check it out. I don't know that it was necessarily made for this event. I can't remember what the name of the tune was when I put it on, but we'll see how it does. Obviously, you know, the 959's more of a rally car anyway, so we're already up into third, and I can't imagine that we would be going much slower after we get, you know, on level ground. We're gonna dive right through those trees, and we're up into first, so it's doing pretty good. We're getting some, you know, distance between the rest of the pack. We still got second place up here with us. Ooh, that water got us there. It just took the car out to the left, so might be something you need to deal with. Obviously, when you take any like actual car into a, you know, cross-country event, you're gonna have some of those times where, you know, different parts of the ground or water or something, since the car is so low, might you know, grab the car essentially, but just kind of deal with those as they come. It's not necessarily anything on the tune, because there's not really much you could do about that with it being the car, or being a car. But, you know, nonetheless, this thing's handling it really well. I still think that the buggy, I'm very curious to know how the buggy does in a sprint race. I really should have, you know, tried to use it, tried to test it at least in a sprint race, and I might do that after the video, just to see how it would do against, you know, similar cars. Oh, turn, okay. So this thing has a little bit of, oh, that is a big old wall there. A little bit of understeer it seems, but you know, that's also me mashing the gas in this all-wheel drive vehicle, so it may just be that the wheels aren't getting traction because of the power that I'm putting down. So hard on the brakes here. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I didn't overshoot that. And we're to the finish line. So that Jeep did really well, so that might be something. I think the Jeep is like really overpowered anyway. The Trailcat rather. So that's the Wrangler with the Hellcat engine in it. It's a really good vehicle to use for any cross-country stuff. Just throwing that out there. I just didn't want to use it because I've used it before. So there we go. We got 20 more points. That'll put us at 60 on the championship, and that'll complete Winter Wonders. And that should unlock, again, we'll get the 3 stars because we came in first against the highly skilled Drivatars. And that gets us the mini JCW Buggy. And it'll get us 40,000 credits as well for getting that 1 and 2 star on the event. So, very good. Alright, and so that's how you can complete the Winter Wonders Seasonal Championship and unlock this, the mini JCW Buggy. It's actually a pretty neat little, well, not little, it's definitely one of the biggest minis that you can have, technically. But definitely a neat car, vehicle, whatever you want to call it. Probably worth actually taking the time to unlock as well. So I hope you guys did enjoy or found the video helpful. If you did, definitely leave a like on the video and definitely get subscribed for future Forza Horizon 4 content. If you're new to the channel or this is your first time, every Thursday I go through, and when the weekly festival playlist resets, I start making videos on every single event that's in the playlist. You know, basically doing what we did today, showing you different tunes and cars that I used, and, you know, just trying to throw out content there and create a community around the game. So if you want to stay tuned for that, definitely get subscribed. But I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video.